Welcome to the morning briefing with me, Rob Double. It is Tuesday, the 29th of August, 2017, and with nearly half an hour to go until the working day, let's have a look at what's making the headlines today. So first up, mental health calls to police. This is in The Guardian. This is their front page, as you can see. Metropolitan Police last year apparently received one phone call relating to mental health every 5 minutes. This is a considerable increase. This is a rise of nearly a third since 2011-12. The reason for this? Well, they are quoting the Inspector Michael Brown, a mental health coordinator for the College of Policing. He says that the rising demand on NHS mental services plus a cutting of their budgets has meant the police has had to effectively take up the slack on covering and caring for people with mental health issues, particularly those who are in need of urgent mental health care. The Guardian is also pressing the point that there could be a greater role for police in the future as the need for mental health care rises and cuts continue to happen. The Department for Health, however, have been quoting saying that mental health spending is increasing yearly to a record of £11.6 billion in 2016-17. Next up is from the Times and the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail going particularly heavy on this on their front page, as you can see, which is to do with Tower Hamlets Council. Now, it's being reported that a 5-year-old girl was placed into a foster family, in a Muslim foster family. That not being the main issue which is being reported, it is allegedly that this family then removed the cross necklace from the girl in care and refused to allow her to eat bacon, despite the fact she came from a Christian family. The family also spoke Arabic quite frequently, which the girl said was particularly worrying and concerning for her, as she only spoke English. The girl is also reportedly to have said that she was expected to eat often from the floor. Now, the Children's Commissioner for England, Anne Longfield, has said that she's looking into the facts of this, but expect probably this story to be getting a lot of coverage and certainly a lot of noise around it today. Let's look in focus then at the real story. This comes from the Times and the Telegraph, as you can see. Britain's fury at unhelpful Barnier, and it's time to get serious, Brussels tells Britain. Now, this is to do with the Brexit negotiations. David Davis, the Brexit Secretary, arrived yesterday for the next round of talks with the EU's chief negotiator, Michel Barnier. And the key comment which has come out of that meeting is Michel Barnier saying Britain must start negotiating seriously. Now, what does he mean by that? This is a stalemate regarding the timeline of the Brexit negotiations. Michel Barnier, representing the EU, is saying that there must be policy papers and clear positions from the government to do with the three main areas which the EU has highlighted, which is the rights of EU citizens, Ireland, what's going to happen with the Irish border, and the divorce bill. What is the UK going to pay to the EU to leave the European Union? David Davis is, however, coming back to the EU and saying, no, we cannot deal with those issues. The government cannot put their positions forward until the EU agrees to also negotiate and to be talking about the future arrangements of the UK with the EU, alongside talking about issues such as the customs union and a divorce bill. So this is a clear stalemate, and this is an area which needs to be resolved before really the Brexit negotiations can progress any further. Certainly there's a lot of pressure from the City of London, however. Businesses are saying that they need an agreement and some clarity about what the transition arrangement's going to be, what is going to happen in March 2019, so that they can start planning ahead. Otherwise they're going to, and the Chancellor of Exchequer has been warning this as well, they're going to resort to contingency plans for a hard Brexit. So more on that story that will develop. Michel Barnier and David Davis are in talks today, so expect some more lines from that in the news as well. Let's look at one more story then. This is a more international look. Hurricane Harvey. Now, this hit on Friday night. This hit Houston, Texas, in the US with 130-mile-an-hour winds. The fallout from this, at least 8 people have now been killed. Floodwaters are continuing to rise in Houston, Texas. About 100 trillion gallons have been downpouring onto the area. About 50 Texas counties have now declared a state of emergency, with the Houston mayor, Sylvester Turner, saying 5,500 people are in shelters which are operated by the Red Cross. This will obviously be a story which continues to develop when America wakes up in a few hours' time. That's pretty much it for today. Don't forget you can find more on what we're doing on our social feeds on Facebook and Twitter. But don't forget, come back here tomorrow morning, 8:30, for another live broadcast of What's in the News. I'm Rob Double. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day.